Welcome back to our Express special on local talent. I'm Johanna Ward. Are you looking for your big break, the next hit? We'll meet up-and-coming country singer Emily Taylor Adams at a studio that's both behind the scenes and on the scene at the same time. It's a spot in White Rock that's been dubbed the $1 Million Room with the $1 Million Sound.
What would it feel like? Yeah,
the music industry is constantly changing. Just ask veteran talent scout Dave Chesney.
Nowadays, most people, when you mention an artist, the first thing they'll do is go to YouTube.
The right YouTube video can literally get you a singing career. And that's exactly what country singer Emily Taylor Adams is after.
She just won Best Artist at the BC Country Music Awards last fall, and she's in here just preparing to do a video.
Adams is a local singer who's ready to launch her career. And one of the things she's doing is recording a live performance for the internet.
We decided we'd bring the film crew in. We'll shoot actually during the audience performance. It just gives us a lot of options to get more people the opportunity to see Emily.
YouTube's pretty big. Lots of music nowadays is all internet-based, which is insane, but it's working.
The 19-year-old has chosen to film her performance at Blue Frog Studio in White Rock because it's a recording studio that is adapting with the times.
The music business is more about video, having a good live show. It's such a good sounding room here, plus it's visually appealing, so we're doing these live in the recording studio concerts.
And that combination of quality recording with an audience has already attracted some music heavyweights.
Trying to make a better life for you and me.
We had Dan Hill in here last fall. He absolutely loved the place. He said, I can't wait to come back and do another one.
I love it here. It's an amazing studio, and Kelly's done an awesome job here.
Now that Emily's talent is out there on the web for everyone to see, it's all about finding that perfect song, and she's already started working with writers in Nashville.
She's been going back and forth to Nashville, writing with a lot of the big stars, so fingers crossed.
I don't know why, I've just known that this is what I'm meant to do.
With her talent and determination, the sky's the limit for Emily, and we could all soon be feeling a little... I'm Bianca Salterbeck in White Rock for The Express.
Blue Frog Studios hosts live performances about once a month that are open to the public, and you can get the updated schedule online at bluefrogstudios.ca. Up next, it's an artist with a pretty healthy resume. He's a poet, a yoga teacher, and an environmental activist, and he's currently helping music lovers get connected to the universe.
Buckman Co. wants the world to stop and smell the roses. At least that's what his latest song is about.
It's about the shortness but the sweetness of life and living it fully while you have your time.
Nowadays, Buckman is doing just that as an independent recording artist in Vancouver, giving up the security of a stable career for a little self-realization.
Gone to university and studied psychology, eco-psychology, and just over the past couple years I've just shed all those other things, even though they've really informed me. So I haven't really shed them, but I've kind of let them inform the music rather than be my career.
The result is the release of his second album entitled By the Mountain's Feet, a sort of tribute to mankind and Mother Nature.
I hope that the message of my music that really seeks social and ecological justice comes through, that, you know, it plays some part in creating greater harmony in the world.
From natural harmony to vocal harmony, Buckman's sound is characterized by soulful melodies you just can't help humming along to.
I hear them come in, I hear Deborah Jean come in and Brian Minato come in, and it just feels so sweet. You know, you get this huge swell of voices, and I think harmonies are really powerful. I think people are really moved by harmonies.
That we can add different instruments and we can play around with flavors, and that it doesn't feel cheesy. It feels honest and from the heart, because it is. I mean, that's the real deal. And that's one of the things I love about it, yeah.
It's also why Buckman chooses to play music, playing his heart and soul on 6 strings and living life note by blissful note.
I am already living my dream because the process is already underway. I'm living it completely right now.
Tim Chung in Vancouver for The Express.
By the Mountain's Feet is out now, and you can buy it online at buckmanco.com. You can also see him live September 15th through the 17th, playing Siddhartha at the Vancouver International Fringe Festival. You're watching The Express, and today we're all about the music.
After the break, the Caribbean beats of Mafi and Crew.
When I was just a baby.
White Rock beach busker Tommy Alto.
Always be a good boy.
The Express. We are your local voice.
All of a sudden she started to rock, and now down in the dip she started to rock, and now look in the mirror, red light was blinking. The cops was after.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by The Lounge Hair Studio. LoungeHairStudio.com.
When you wish for something wonderful to happen,
sometimes it can make you forget
about the needles and the pain
and get through this thing.
Forget about being stuck inside.
Laugh with my family?
Go somewhere really amazing and get through this thing.
The Children's Wish Foundation of Canada. Imagine the difference a wish can make.
Welcome back to our Express special on the local music scene. From party funk to country to folk to electronic fiddle, we have showcased an amazing array of talent and tunes on today's show. And up next, we have a new wave in Caribbean music. It's Mafi and Crew.
It may have taken 10 years in the making, but this band blazed the trail in the local Caribbean music scene. This is Mafi and Crew, a reggae Caribbean fusion band made up of members from 4 distinct Caribbean islands, led by St. Vincent's own Alan Mafi Atwell.
Mafi and Crew are basically inspired by Caribbean music, and we can do anything that we feel, like reggae, dancehall, soca, you name it. That's what we do. We blend the soca Caribbean music with anything else. Other than my cousin, and we all meet here in Vancouver and have one thing in common. We have a passion for music, so we come together and we play music together. And we play music for the fans, for ourselves, and for our family.
Mafi and Crew's passion for their music shines through in their energetic stage performances. Mafi and Crew are once again a headlining band at the Caribbean Days Festival, an event that started it all.
16 years and I never miss 1 year. Doesn't matter if I feel sick, I'm there. And more every year, it's growing, and it's like thousands of people. I think they say it's probably 30-something thousand. How much is it? We go through there a year because they want to come and know what's our culture about.
In addition to launching the band's popularity, the Caribbean Days Festival has greatly developed the local culture.
The Caribbean Festival and other people knowing about it, I think it broadens their horizons. It makes them acknowledge that there are Caribbean culture events and music events, I guess, happening. The Caribbean Days also educates many people from different culture, different community, and it's very good because there's different cultures, different backgrounds, different islands, and each and every one has a different trade.
And what can the crowd expect from Mafi and crew at this year's festival?
I think they will be very excited, very entertained. I think they should take a towel, each of them, and a bottle of water, because it's going to be a blast. It's going to be very exciting.
We love to see when people have fun when we perform. So when you have fun, we have fun too. So we look forward for that especially. We just want to see people have a good time.
Busting a move, I'm Mona Mansour in Surrey for The Express.
To find out when Mafi and crew are performing next and to hear more of their original music, you can visit them online at mafi.ca. Now up next on our youth-produced segment, Gen Y, we're meeting Tommy Alto at one of his favorite places to perform, White Rock Beach.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns, but I know...
Enjoying the view from the White Rock Pier, the crowds are treated to rock, sung by someone a lot younger than you would expect.
And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. I'm down here today because I really like busking. I like playing on the street. It's a lot of fun because you get to meet some really interesting people and getting a nice farmer's tan too. That's really great. I like the sun hitting me directly. Now all of a sudden she started to rock, and now down in the dip she started to rock, and now look in the mirror, red light was blinking. The cops was after my hot rod Lincoln.
Tommy's music is definitely infectious, but not your typical top 40.
Tommy Alto plays psychopop and rock and roll, and for all the people who don't know what psychopop is, basically take Billy Idol and Johnny Cash, mix it together, add way more attitude, and make it way more catchy, and that is psychopop. Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Manama, Lapaloma, Bangor, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Tuckerville, Barranquilla, Ampadilla. I'm a killer, I've been everywhere, man.
Just like every other performer, he has pre-show jitters.
Yeah, there's always pre-show jitters, and as soon as I take a step on stage and I say the first word on the microphone, it's just gone, and it's just all natural. I mean, you know, when I first started out, I was always really nervous. I get up there, hi. But, you know, I've been doing it for a couple years now, so I guess it kind of wore off, but always pre-show jitters, no matter what.
Sometimes I don't know if I'll make it through, but you know I'm gonna do it anyway.
When asked who he would like to do a collaboration with, Tommy's choice was not surprising.
Smoking big cigars, well I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. If I could collaborate with any artist, living or dead, probably Johnny Cash. Because, I don't know, he's always been a huge inspiration to me. And I mean, sort of his style, his attitude always kind of makes its way back into all of my songs. They all have a little bit of a rockabilly kick to them, I've noticed. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging.
Tommy hopes that music will be a part of his life for a long time.
Lullabies, look in your eyes, run around the same old town. I think me and the rest of my band, we'd all be the happiest guys on earth if we can make it a career. But, you know, if it doesn't work out, I'm going into physics. The rest of my band is all going into various sciences. Generally just touring, recording, and playing our hearts out is what we're going to be doing for the next couple of years and hopefully decades. I've been everywhere.
One of the reasons why I like doing Gen Y is because I get to meet talented teens such as Tommy Alto. If you'd like more information about him and his crowd-pleasing music, check him out on Facebook. I'm Abby, signing up for Gen Y on The Express.
Boston, Charleston, Dayton.
Gen Y is brought to you by Options, Surrey Community Services Society.
Gen Y is a Shaw TV Access segment. The youth reporters are our volunteers that are interested in broadcasting, the local community, and of course, the local music scene. And that's where we're shining today's Cultus Lake Big Summer Spotlight. Established by members of the Vancouver music industry, the Music Therapy Ride is a charity ride from Vancouver to Whistler designed to raise funds for the community-based music therapy services in BC. Every Sunday at 2 o'clock in Lions Park, Music in the Park features the finest professional musicians from across Metro Vancouver, playing a variety of genres including jazz, blues, folk, world fusion, and contemporary. Jazz on the Mountain at Whistler is Canada's newest jazz festival, taking place Labor Day weekend in the lively Whistler Village. Featuring the top international and Canadian jazz artists with over 30 free and ticketed shows, including a street festival of acoustic musicians, face painters, jugglers, and acrobats. And that's it for today's Express Special on local tunes and talent. I'm Johanna Ward. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Farn who will